I'm on my way back from Sprucedale. I just dropped my boys off. They got a camp up there this week. I gotta go back every day and I'm spending the night sometimes. But I'm on my way home and I just stopped at a random hill on the way home over by Big Lake kind of. I don't even know where I'm at. And I'll do a little shed hunting. I thought, well, if I get lucky, maybe I'll find something. Guess what? I found something. Looks like a hard white. Too much snow this year, I think, but other years. Hard white elk. There it is. That's not a bad little antler for a little stop by and a little walk. My thing is, it was a bench. I always talk about benches. South facing because I'm way up high, and there it is. I just thought this was real pretty with all the flowers and a little tank down there. Nice turkey feather. I like to pick up turkey feathers too. I don't even have my truck because I wasn't really hiking. This is like a 15-30 minute walk and picked up a nice turkey feather and that 6-point antler. As I was headed out, I looked at the map to see where I was going. I just passed Buffalo Crossing. I'm like, oh, there's some nice little south-facing benches right there. Let me go check them out. Took me just a few minutes. Walked up there and found an antler. So I'm gonna put a bunch of videos together. This is how it'll go. Thursday, South Fork to go pick up the deadhead. Great hike, got my deadhead, picked up 4 more antlers. Nice. Friday, first day, full day off of school. I went down to New Mexico off this metal trail road, 12 miles, all over the place, nothing. Saturday, we didn't really do anything, but Monday was a holiday. I have it off anyways because it's summertime, but my brother-in-laws went with me. And we went back to New Mexico over kind of around Spur Ranch and Spur Lake area. And it wasn't a complete bust. I found a little brown and a couple little shocks. But that was it. Nothing great. And then today, 15-minute walk on my way home from Sprucedale, crossing Buffalo Crossing, and I pick up a decent 6. It is a hard white though. I showed you guys a good side. I'll put all that video together and map it out for you and stuff. All right, see you. So I just came up here. I had the other deadhead I needed. I left I was waiting until I got permission. My boy came up here and I just cut it off or take it out. And I'll show it to you one more time. It's not very big. But remember, one of my favorite shed tips is benches or shelves. Just like this one right here. It's a little bench. We'll come up here and feed or hang out all day long. Not the top, not the bottom, but on these shelves. And there's that little bull. I just skull capped them. We'll pack them out. Hey, we're headed back after grabbing that deadhead. And I found a little matching set from last year, it looks like. I found a matching spike set and matching raghorn set, but I can't find any big matching sets this year. We just found another one. Another one from last year, it looks like. So that's 3 right here when we went to go pick up that deadhead. That's a whole bunch in this one little area. I'm back here at South Fork, way deep into South Fork. I found all those antlers, not very deep in. And just hiked down to the river and already saw a bunch of mule deer. There's one right over there that hasn't seen me yet. It's just a little doe. Oh, she heard me. I'll see if I could get her on camera real quick. She's looking at me now though. Creek's running pretty good. So nice and green down here by the creek too. We got a little rain last night, actually, some thunderstorms. There's a nice little wallow. I like this area. Little bull. Maybe a couple little bulls. All right, we just parked at the top and hiked down that. Now we're trying to figure a way back up. I was hoping to find some nice elk sheds because I've seen big bulls in this area, but no nice elk sheds. But we did just find a little deer antler. Here's a nice big view. These are those points where you could come in glass above South Fork. Green's Peak right there. A little bit of snow still on it. I haven't found many sheds, but saw quite a bit of wildlife. All right, school's out for summer, so I got a lot of time now. Try to get out at least a couple times a week, maybe more. Last night I studied a map, and I love maps. That's what I do, I map things out. And I just picked a random spot on a map, and I'm gonna check it out. Brand new area, never been in it. It's Unit 23 in New Mexico. Yesterday I had a half day at school, so me and my wife went and cut that other deadhead off, and we found 3 more sheds. So a lot of sheds in that area we were in yesterday. But let's see if we can find any today. I'm just kind of exploring this new area, see what kind of wildlife is in here, see if there's any elk or deer. A brand new spot. All right, found the trail. Let's head on down. So I used the trail, I think it was New Mexico Trail 125 to get down to this shelf. It's a big old bench and shelf. And using trails is a good idea. I never found a shed. I have found a few along the trail, but I learned to use trails to get where I want. Haven't seen much sign of much, a few fresh deer tracks, but that's about it. I'm about ready to go off trail now that I'm down here where I want to go. It's about a mile on this trail I already walked, and it was all downhill. I'm gonna have a 1 mile hike out, all uphill from here. I've been going for a while and absolutely nothing. No sheds, not a lot of sign. And one thing is this part of New Mexico is so dry, but I finally came across some water. A little trickle, it's a little spring. I don't even think this spring was on the map. And it may only be here because of the snow we had this year. But just, I don't know, 20 yards of water and that's it. Lots of tracks down there though. So maybe in this area I'll start finding stuff. All right, I'm calling on this area. It's been 4 miles, nothing. No animals. I did run across one fresh sign of elk. So there might be a few in here. I thought I would find some deer antlers in here, but nothing. So I'm gonna head out, which is another 4 miles out and uphill. But new area didn't work out. I still want to try some more areas in this area because those elk will hang out in pockets here in 23. But I'll hike on out. It's a long ways and uphill and no antlers. I decided not to take the trail up, and ooh, that was rougher than I thought. I'm not at the top yet. I'm almost to this little area I want to check out, and then I got a little bit farther to get to the top. Today's still been a bust on wildlife and sheds. Just not a lot of sign and not a lot of water, and kind of an empty area. There's a few fresh deer tracks, and I did see a little bit of fresh elk sign, but not a lot. Alright, I'm almost up to this little area. I'll check it out, and then I got one more uphill, and then I should be back on top of the rim. It's been a rough hike. I should have gone back to the trail and just booked it up the trail. That's what trails are good for. I said that on the way down, but oh well. This is kind of the stuff I'm climbing up. Steep, rocky, rough. Hard. Even lupins wore out. It's definitely spring. Some cactus blooming. And I saw 2 little baby elk on the way in. That's been the best part of the hike, the drive in. Alright, made it back to the truck. It's called the Meld Trail 125. Nothing down there. Well, I'm sure there's some stuff down there. I just didn't find anything down there. Maybe someone came through and grabbed them all. Alright, I'm going to drive up the road a little farther and just hit a few little areas without my bag. So Friday was a bust and I walked a long ways in New Mexico, no luck. Today's been no luck so far, really. We found a couple old shocks, and I just picked these spots on a map. Thursday, right after school, me and Lisa will just go to pick up the deadhead and pick up like 4 more antlers. So South Fork was still producing antlers. And these areas where I think no one goes, there are no antlers. We're up above Spur Ranch. Not much left, just found a couple old shocks. There's ranch down there. Alright, we finally had a little bit of luck. Here's a little raghorn brown up out here in New Mexico. Lupin's taking a swim. We found a big pond. No more sheds. We're just about back to the truck. I don't think we're gonna find any more. There's a spring on our left. There was a little creek running, Centerfire Creek. But here's a big pond. Alright, so I'm going to map everything out for you. That Meld Trail is right over here in this area. I started up on top, followed the trail down, nothing in there at all. Found a little water, but not much in there. A little deer sign, a little elk sign. The other place we went in New Mexico was over here off Bill Knight Gap Road, and it was right in this area by Spur Ranch. We were right back in this area, and we picked up a few sheds right in this area. We parked up here, and I wanted to hit these little areas. So those are the 2 spots I went in New Mexico. Neither one was very good, but I still had a lot of luck at South Fork, is where we picked up most of those antlers on a couple different days.